Welcome to the Unsaid, where we talk about the things people think but don't say out loud. The conversations most people avoid. Real conversations, real perspectives, no filter. This is a space for truth, not comfort. Let's get into it. Well, anyways, this is me bringing to you guys the Unsaid podcast, and this is like our first recording and our first shot. And we have here Miss Cocky. Since this is our first time, I will just leave you my pretty Cocky to introduce yourself.
No, not again.
Now we're doing it. What's like your full name? Like I only know Cocky.
Coquetto.
Coquetto.
Yes.
How many names? Just one.
Yeah. I'm a freedom child, you know?
Tell me, what's a freedom child?
A freedom child? Like, I was born after apartheid in South Africa. No, the racism thing, the segregation in South Africa that went on. So before that ended, everyone needed to have like an English name. And obviously your family and your parents would want to give you your ethnic name. Right? I know people, if you hear me say ethnic, I am actually talking about the group and not, I don't like saying tribe because that's just way broader than what people make it out to be. But yeah, so after apartheid, no one felt the need to do that. So I just got Coquetto. Like, for example, my sister.
Oh, that's why you have only one. But before then, it was two. Okay.
Yeah, like my sister, Twarelo, Francia, Mapelela.
And when you speak, I understand like you know a lot about history.
I love history, yes.
So you read?
I read, and I also did history. I think everyone should do history. It's very important.
So our topic is does social media create false relationship standard?
Yes, without a doubt.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't even flinch like...
No, I'm not going to flinch about that. It does. What do you mean? No, let's not even, social media is today.
Does it create it or is like exposing it?
No, it's not exposing it. It creates it. Because...
But I really think this has always existed. It's just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's not even start with social media. If you think about the movies that we've watched, right? Cinderella, Snow White, this, that. All of these movies, that's what they perpetuated. Like this princess treatment that is constant, daily, and all of that. We're not saying people should be horrible people. No. But that's where it started. Have you ever watched Pretty Woman?
No, I don't.
So there's this movie. You should watch it.
Okay.
Pretty Woman. Like Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts plays as, a well-educated girl, but life dealt her really, sour lemons. Limes, let's say. I love limes though. It served her limes.
Okay, I'm taking notes. You're still single, right?
And she...
Okay.
Yeah, so she ended up being like a sex worker, like an escort and stuff. And she met this guy who is just like crazy, not crazy per se, but like he doesn't have stable relationships. He's been divorced multiple times, like twice. And when he meets her, I don't even remember he took his car and then he drove to the other side of, the ghetto, if you can put it that way. And then he met this girl because he can't drive. He was about to wreck his car. She got onto the car and drove him back. And when, then she told him to be like, oh, well, if you want me to be here, this is how much I cost per hour.
Ooh.
And he was like, okay, I will give you this much for however long. And that's how it started, right? And then she fell in love, because her number one rule was never kiss on the lips with a client. And she did. Like after some time, he basically transformed her. Now you could see her beauty. Now you can see that, wow, this girl is beautiful. When she has the right clothes on, like, wow, she cleans up really well, And that's basically something that most people want. You watch Nollywood. It's the same thing. A guy from America who's Nigerian or an Odogu will be coming to they'll be going to the village to save a woman.
Yeah.
So these are things that have always been there. And then now, obviously, in the age of social media, we get to see a lot of these things. But now you're only seeing a snippet.
Yeah.
Because relationships aren't just about what you see. Like if I get a gift today, I don't even know if I really got that gift from my man. I could have bought myself that gift.
And took a picture. Like you just take a picture and just caption it.
Thank you. And I'm the happiest girl, but a couple goals. Ooh, baton.
Or maybe a guy posts my baby's the best, and someone like me, I'm like, I'm with this girl who doesn't buy me gifts.
Exactly. Like you go on, like I even saw this one time, some guy on his wife's birthday, he bought her gifts every single day for the month. I'm not saying people shouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Right?
Yeah?
It's beautiful. But I also think you as the onlooker, be realistic. You don't know. Right. And this is something that I really do thank God for. From the time that I was really young, I always got in trouble with my teachers when they asked me who's my role model. Right. Because I always said, I don't have a role model because really? I can't. Yeah, I said, my mom and my sister, and they said no. And I was like, if they can't, then I don't have a role model. And they were like, why your mom and sister and why? Because I'm like, I see them every day. I see the cracks. I see the bad. I see the good. Like, I see everything. Show me Beyonce. I only see, whatever it is. I don't see everything. So how can you tell me that someone like that is supposed to be a role model? She might be a good person. She might be a horrible person. That's why people get shocked. Oh, Diddy. Oh, Hannah, you put them on a pedestal. Like, I see these things, yes, and they don't shock me. I'm like, that is a human thing. That's very human. In as much as we don't want to agree, that's very human. So we have bad sides. But now when you see all these supposedly good things on social media, you get lost. You lose track. Envy comes in. Not even good envy. Bad envy comes in. Now you want that. Any guy that comes or any woman that comes that doesn't look that way.
Okay, let's say if there was no social media, right? Mm-hmm. And in your locality or your society or environment, and you know someone who still does things like this, or they do things like this for their partner that you can see, do you think it has no influence just like social media will?
It still does, because again, the same principle about social media, I don't know them behind their doors. I just see. My uncles, if you look at my uncles, I'm not going to expose you. Right? Like my uncles, both of them, each time their wife gave birth, the one for the first child, he got her, I don't know, car versions, right? But a really beautiful convertible car. Mm. The second child, like a Volvo. The first one was a Volvo. Car. The second one was a Range Rover. The third one was a Audi. Okay. All these 3 cars for every child that you, like, and it was a push. What do you?
Yeah, push car, push gift.
Yes. My other uncle, same thing. This one gave birth to, a gift. What was the gift? A car. Second one, a gift. What was the gift? A house. So
does your uncle want to marry 2 wives?
No. Why?
Nice.
They're 2 different uncles.
Yeah. So any one of them wants to be polygamous?
No.
Okay.
Well, at least I hope not.
Maybe if they see and they decide to change their mind, let me know.
Please do not. No. Yeah. So if we, we don't, they're my uncles. Yeah. I love them. My uncles are, how do I even describe it? Jealous over me, right? They're not perfect people, but yeah, I will stop there actually. But the bottom line is you don't get to see. And that's why I'm not even taking it far to a neighbor. I'm telling you about something that is happening in my family. Yeah. Okay, I see. Those are the things that you do. And as I see that, I also see the other sides. So I'm not just being delulu in saying this is what I want and this is what I want, right? And it's from them, having conversations with them, seeing what happens in their households, about, okay, so how do you guys do this? My uncles, they got money, Their wives, they got money.
Your uncles?
Huh?
Your uncles?
Yes.
Do they have do you have any other uncle that is still single?
No.
Family is very greedy.
None of my uncles are single.
Like, how would an uncle with such money marry just one wife when we have single women out there?
They better stay that way.
Anyway. It's fine.
So the same principle would still apply, basically.
So we just say like social media is only bringing it in a, like, should I say in boxes?
In my face.
Yeah. Now, if it was like in our look, like let's say neighborhoods, maybe it's just one person or two you're seeing, but today you could see thousands, hundreds of couples out there. And
people
the thing
your
is
age.
they don't really post any negative parts.
Thank you. You don't get to see that day where we had miscommunication and I was saying, if you don't, I will. You don't see that. You don't see, okay, that's what you're going to do? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. You don't, like, you really don't see that. You don't see me saying, I don't want this. This is the boundary that I'm, you're not going to cross this. You don't hear me when I'm saying something and I'm maybe being disrespectful. Yeah. You don't hear that. Like, you don't hear me, fuck you. You don't hear that. Like, but you admire what I have. You don't know what I have. That's the problem. That's what I always say. Like, you don't understand. You don't see the full picture. You only see. And also there's another thing. You only see what you also want to buy with your mind, right? Your brain also helps you see that picture.
Okay.
Right? So you're like, okay, I see this. I'll give you an example. I was at O Lounge with this guy. We were wearing the same. I actually did a video on this. We were wearing the same t-shirts.
A guy?
Yes. Like
a partner or a friend?
No, a guy. A guy.
Why are you guys putting on the same?
Listen first.
But are you single?
I am single.
So why are you wearing matching?
Okay, let me tell you.
Okay.
Are you gonna listen?
But are you
Sanda?
single?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay, let's hear the story.
So, we went on a date, right? And while we were on a date, he was like, let's go. There's this place in Pyeongtaek, like by the Ville. Like, let's go get jerseys, as they call them, with our names on it.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I love that. Like, that's something that we did in South Africa. Like, when you're in matric, like the last grade of high school, you get a jacket, a bomber jacket that has your name at the back and says class of whatever year.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, it's going to be, Of course. So we went, we got the t-shirts, Koketso 21, my favorite color, blue. So now we have the same t-shirts, right? And when we went to pick them up, now second date, it was like, let's go to O Lounge. I wore that top. He wore the top. I wore my Timbs. He wore his Timbs.
Okay.
I wore a jean. He wore. So we basically looked like a perfect couple. Couple goals, as we say. We went there. My goodness. Even the guy himself was like, I'm like, I was the it, like the ish basically tonight. One South African girl came to me and she said, I wish I had what you like. Oh, she didn't say that first. She said, oh my gosh, you guys look so amazing. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she's like, Sabawel. That means like I want this.
Oh, really?
And she's like, I want this. Not in an envious way, but to say, I really wish I had,
a partner who could be intentional like this.
Yes. So what is she seeing? What did she see in that moment? She saw a guy who is willing to claim a woman, who's willing to say, I don't care who's looking. We have the same t-shirts. We are looking the same. We are dancing. We are good. Everything is good. That's what she saw. That's what she wants, right? And it's unfortunate that in that moment, I wasn't able to speak to her directly, right? But I made a video to say, sometimes don't actually want what you don't understand, because even though, she didn't mean anything bad by that, or, there was no bad intent with that, but that actually showed how much we envy things we do not understand, right? Because I want it because it looks this way, when in essence, you were looking at nothing.
Nothing existed.
Yeah, you were just looking at two people who looked that way.
And maybe their partners are doing something you might see tomorrow and admire.
Yes, and I'm like, but baby, I want to do that. And
they don't even see it.
And I don't know. That's the danger. Like, that's where, like, if we're being honest, that's it. Part of the reason why today, again, we have all these problems is because we are overstimulated. You see too much. Like, you see people getting married. You see people, that proposal, that looked so good. Hey, bo. You don't know later on. You don't know, the background. I told you the story. I'm not going to speak about it.
Okay.
But everyone who saw that, it was like, when I ended things, it's like, why would you end things with a doctor? What's wrong with you? And I'm just like, again, you don't know. I'll leave it at that. Okay. You don't know, So it's the idea that the illusion that we
create.
Yeah, you put it forth because you want to see it.
Well,
And
now,
mm-hmm.
will you say that some people are like in a relationship like they are no longer like comfortable in because they have already put themselves too much out there, and then they are not ready for what the public is going to say?
No, be a little more clear about that.
Okay, let's say people in a relationship and they flash it like online on the gram, right? And now probably they know it's no longer working, but because they've been out there, they put themselves out there too much. Now, what are the fans gonna say? They broke up. This perfect couple. Do you think there are people like now could be in a relationship or marriage already ended, but they just had to continue be there for the gram and for the
even media? Before the grams? Even before the grams, I think we all know this. Back in the day, they'll say, we will stay for the children. We will stay for, what will people say? My aunt, that's her favorite word. What will people say? She's not married, though. She's never wanted to be married. But that's one thing that I guess drove her to say, what will people say?
If the negative happens.
Yes, what will people say? So, but for her, it drives are good and bad. Like, what will people say?
Yeah.
So it existed before social media. It continues today. And then we hear, if you actually notice the trend, right? Valentine's, they were posting, my sweetheart. People even say the longer the caption for a picture, the more problems there are in the marriage. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
You've not? I've seen that on Instagram.
Really?
And I was like, this is true. Because,
very true.
Oh, my husband, I'm so grateful to God for you. No, 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 no. It goes on, right? 3 months later, we want our privacy as we go through this difficult moment, divorce. So do you see, like, and it's not to say that maybe they were faking it. Sometimes when you're in a relationship, you do want it to work, right? But the problem is the other ones who are looking. And then also you who's like, I'm the one, Koketo's putting her relationship out there. Why would I want people to actually see that it's breaking, that it's broken? You internalize the failure because how dare you be human? That's how I see it.
So, what's one false standard you think social media lied to us about?
I never thought about that. One standard that social media lied to us about. That there should be a prince and you need to be saved. No, for real. Yeah, it starts from the movies.
Okay.
It trickles down. I mean, hence we created these phrases, princess treatment. I want this treatment. I want that treatment. But if we're being honest, we don't really look deep enough as people. The moment you meet a person, the moment I meet a person, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, don't misquote me, guys. Yeah. If immediately I meet this person and already I'm like, I'm going to date this person because of this.
Yeah.
It's finished. I will not date that person.
Really?
Because then that means I'm not being real with myself and with that person. Right? Maybe that's why I'm single, actually. Because you're saying I'm busy here with standards and I don't, what did you say? I'm picky.
Yeah, you're picky.
Aye. So yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, why do you think like I would be like let me say women because men go after the women. Do you think women judge men based off their lifestyle on social media before they pick a man on social media, like what they post, like their flashy lives?
I think that's the easiest way to see, right? To say, oh, what does this person have? No one today wants to actually do the long haul of going out with this person, communicating with the person, and actually seeing, like, okay.
Okay, let me ask you now. Let's say you have like 10 DMs right now.
Yes.
And then one of them just posts his normal life, nothing too much, nothing too flashy. Some of them post like, their material things, cars, houses, trips and stuffs. If you have those classes, who would you pick from?
Who would I pick from?
Yeah, from the guys in your DM
looking at
right
the
now.
pictures.
Yeah.
I picked the one whose conversation is going well.
Okay, so you don't judge based off the post?
No, because if I look at my posts, they're crazy. Like, so why would I pick on that? I think there's more depth to people than, especially today where we curate. You know, a lot of people curate how they want to present themselves on social media, right? So why would you want to base your picking of a guy or your picking of a girl based off of that? And maybe that's why, again, even dating apps are so problematic today, right? And they feel exhausting. They feel, because you don't actually take the time to read. Just swipe. No, you know.
You are too professional.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Bumble. I'll just say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do love Bumble.
Love Bumble. Why?
Why do I like Bumble? Why do I love Bumble?
Yeah.
Because it's not like the other dating apps. Number one, I'm in control of who I want to talk to.
Okay.
Right? I can choose first. I don't get flooded with messages. That's exhausting. So that's why I love Bumble. Yeah.
So, like, how many swipes do you have?
How many swipes?
Like, from the guys?
How many matches?
Matches, yeah.
I don't know.
Over 100, 200, 300.
Matches? That's crazy. That means I'm just swiping aimlessly. If I have 300, I have... Okay. Right now, I don't know how many exactly.
Okay.
On the app, it shows you have 50 plus. It doesn't tell you 300 really? Or more plus. Like people who've liked you.
Okay.
Right? You pay for premium. Once a month, maybe I'll pay for premium to see. Like,
the list and choose.
Now, wow.
Minute of silence.
I mean, you get... because you know, like, you look and you're like, okay, I have over 300 likes.
Okay.
Right? Number one, I get overstimulated. Over 300. Okay. Number two, how do I get to choose who I match with? Right? And I'll match, but I can't match with more than 10 people because I don't know how to maintain conversations like that. So, yeah, I think we're going off track, but...
all still the same. So, have you ever had any relationship belief because of social media that later felt unrealistic?
A relationship belief?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like how it should be, like a thing you believe this is what relationship should be like.
It's hard to say. I'm not easily influenced. Right?
Okay.
So it's really, really hard to say because the things that I've had in relationships were things that I wanted, because if anything, I think I've been accused of not doing things that other people do.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, but that's very problematic because I don't do that to you. I don't, buy me flowers every week. I buy myself flowers every week.
Oh,
so,
really?
You
love flowers?
I love flowers. I love fresh. Don't give me fake flowers. You're going to piss me off. Like, you come on a date and you have, those
the rubber
GS with the chocolate baton. Nah. What maybe actually opening the door. Yes. Until I heard a theory from my dad, right? Not my late dad, my Nigerian dad, Baba Christopher.
You have a Nigerian dad?
Yes.
So you're my sister?
I've always been your sister. I'm African. What you say?
I mean, sister.
No, I'm not your sister. My dad does not like your tribe.
Do you know my tribe?
You're Igbo.
Okay, it's fine. You know too much.
No, innocent. But yeah, I think it's opening the door. That's the one that I've want a really long time ago though. Like I'd be like, why is this person not opening the door? No, you need to open the door for me, And
those are things you saw from like the gram, like social medias. platforms?
Not like movies. I'll just say, let's include the whole media, whatever things that we see on screens.
All right, okay.
Yeah, those were stuff that I saw. You see a guy opening the door. Why are you not opening the door for me? You know, but that's also what then got created as, you know, this is the things that you demand. And if the person doesn't open the door, he's not a gentleman and stuff like that. Guys probably also see the same thing. If you don't open the door, you're not really a gentleman. Unless,
what do you think now?
What do I think now?
Yeah.
If someone does it, I appreciate it.
If he doesn't?
If he doesn't...
You good?
I don't know. I'm still healing from it, let's say. Not even healing, I'm still recovering. Recovering is the correct word. I don't get too pissed about it, but from all the past dates that I've been on, guys have always opened the door. So...
Have you ever gone on a date with a guy from like social media? Not
social
like
media.
a Bumble and anything, not on a dating platform like social media?
No.
You don't have people DMing you?
I do.
So why haven't you like given anyone a try from social media?
Because they're saying a lot of nothing.
So you're saying we've lost our men?
I can't say we've lost our men, but they're saying a lot of nothings. Like you want me to give you examples?
Yeah. I need to understand what is nothing so I don't make the same mistake. Maybe that's why I'm still single.
Again, the thing that we were talking about on the live, the one that really got to me, have you eaten today? Bruh, am I starving? Like, you saying it like I have an eating problem.
But he cares. If this man is
what
like,
you saying?
but someone asked you, how are you doing, right? And you said, fine. And then he went as far as trying to know if you have fed.
Do you see my face? No.
What is wrong with someone asking you if you've eaten or not?
No, it wasn't just about asking if I've eaten. Have you eaten today?
Maybe you're fast.
If I'm fasting, I wouldn't want to tell you. Like,
maybe
a person just says,
maybe spiritually, I feel
hi.
like.
You just say hi. Okay, Abuti. You're saying hi and then what? You're saying hi and then what? Like, there's only really one guy that I can say maybe I was unfair to him, right? Because this is someone that from the moment they texted, they said, you know, whatever,
Straight.
and they were like, okay, I want to take you out. I want to get to know you.
Straight up.
Yeah, like after, you know, like, oh, hey, how are you?
Stuff, yeah.
My name is blah, blah, blah. Okay, he didn't say his name, right? But he was just like, I saw you on this thing and I like he explained, you didn't just say hi. And I'm like, how do you know me? Because that's going to be the next question.
Yeah.
Where did you get, what's going on? You know? And yeah, so he was just clear about stuff. And I think maybe like after some time, it was like, can I call you? I was like, yeah, sure.
Oh, nice.
And he called and I was like, oh, wow, he has a beautiful voice. And he's like, you have a beautiful voice. And I'm like, wow. You know, but I just hadn't had let me not say hadn't had the time. I didn't make the time yet to say, okay, we can go out to do 1, 2, 3. Let's go on a date or whatever.
Okay. And that is it.
What do you mean that's it?
Only one guy.
That
from
for
your
me,
entire...
based on what?
Yeah.
Yes.
So other guys lack substance.
They do. I'll read something. I will not say who this person is from. But yes, some guys do lack substance because if they're not leading with money.
But women love money.
Yeah, there's no one that doesn't love money.
So how else do you want him to lead if that's what you want? And you say your love language is what again? Money.
It's a little late. You are not sleeping. Why not say something else? Are you also stalking me? What do you mean? It's a little late. Why no, for real, because it's not like I can go on a live on Instagram. Yeah. So how do you know I'm awake? I didn't just post a status message. You know, oh, there's this thing that's happening at this place. Can I come to your place? Can you come to my place? Is that even a question? No. Where do you live? Which city are you in? Like, that's something that you're saying. I don't get it. I don't know. For me, that's like, I don't get it. Like, talk about something for someone to be interested in. Maybe it might even come up without you asking. This, like, I live in this city, or
So maybe they've done this in the past and it was smooth with some other girl that liked them.
But that's the thing, right? I think if someone does something and I don't get it,
and you went through their profile, right?
No.
You don't check their profile when they text.
I do check the profile. Maybe
and then
at
when you
some
check
point,
the profile, if you ever like them, do you ever consider replying, or the profile is
I
not
always
appealing?
reply though, but only if you don't
to the
say
ones
hi.
you like, right?
No, to people who say something.
So
Like,
you don't reply to hi.
Hi, okay, and then what? Like, what must I say? Hi.
So when someone texts hi on social media, you don't reply?
No.
Really?
No.
But that's a good opening start. Or
You know when I send.
Yeah.
How's that a good start?
To me, it's a good start. It's like trying to test the waters. No, just with one foot, not putting both leg in.
I am.
So if you don't reply, I bounce.
Hi.
Hi.
Do better. Do better, please.
Okay. Have you ever compared your relationship to any relationship online in the past?
Yes, I have.
And how did that end?
It backfired.
Wow.
It backfired. I've done that. Because I think that's the one thing that I maybe didn't see. It's not good. It's just like me, like someone comparing me to someone. I hate that. Don't compare me to anyone or anything. Because there's so much to put into consideration before you compare something. You know, we say it a lot when we talking to say, oh, you can't compare South Korea and Nigeria. But someone will say, but they are countries.
Yeah.
You know, so we can compare them. And it's like, no. Right? So, but we do that with people. Zenda didn't have the same upbringing. And you're comparing her to Koketo. It doesn't make sense. And if anything, they always say, if you want to destroy someone, compare them to someone. That's the quickest way to destroy anything. You know, even in class as a teacher, you know not to compare the kids because you're destroying a soul, literally. So I did that and I was like, you know, my friend's boyfriend. Okay, your friend's boyfriend what? The moment, you know, my friend's boyfriend, shut down. In that moment, I don't see it, right? But the ears are blocked, basically. Whatever you're saying, even if it was positive, it's not going to go in.
Yeah.
It's just going to, oh, he does this. Oh, he's such an amazing guy. Oh, my gosh. You know, like the condescending comments that she'll be making. Oh, I can't believe this. Like, do you know that he got her perfume? Like, do you know? And she did nothing. Like, on a random day, he just did this. So, yeah, I think that's what I mean by it backfired. Like, I can give you more examples, but it backfires like that. You compare someone, they shut down.
And did it ever contribute to the loss of a relationship? Or
For me?
Yeah.
I think I have. I mean, it takes two. I may not see like, oh, I did this, right? Because I think I've said a lot of times like, oh, I'd rather break my heart than have someone break my heart. I was very poetic as it. Maybe that's why I liked reading, because I read these things and I'm like, wow, that sounds amazing, you know? But yeah, I think everyone contributes to anything ending. There's no perfect victim in this world.
Oh, yeah.
No matter how much you may want to make it look that way, like, you're not a victim. Oh, perfect victim. You too did stuff to that person.
Yeah.
That they wouldn't appreciate, that if we put out there, you'd also want to have the world, like the earth just open and you go inside. Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyways, like this one is do you think some people are dating partners today or dating lifestyles they see online?
Lifestyles.
Wow. So we're doomed.
I wouldn't say we are doomed.
Yeah,
I think
because now if you're saying they are dating lifestyles, it means we're no longer talking about love.
Yes, our generation,
So we're
unfortunately,
doomed.
isn't talking about love. We're not doomed because
We are doomed.
there's no mistake that cannot be corrected.
Okay.
I
Okay. I see where you're
definitely
coming
believe
from.
that.
Okay.
Like, but I think today,
Yeah.
what we are doing is
Yeah.
dating lifestyles more than we are actually dating people. Because I look at you and I'm just like, yo, he's okay. No, and there's a difference. I'm not saying people must just go and do like leave their like abandon your standards, abandon yourself, because there's a reason you have those standards in the first place,
Yeah.
right? The only difference is when a person is in a relationship, the one question I ask myself is, would this thing matter if people knew or if they didn't know? Would it matter? Like, would I stay in this relationship if no one had to see it? I think that's the most important question you need to ask yourself. If this person didn't buy this thing that I wanted, is it going to crush my soul? Like, there's certain things, my birthday, don't miss it. You're going to drive me crazy. Like, that's really important to me, But tomorrow I want lunch and I want it from this place. Is that going to destroy something in me? No, I'll be upset maybe because I wanted lunch from that place. But it's not going to linger. It's not going to stay and be like, you destroyed this part of me or whatever. Because unfortunately, all of us come with baggage, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
Right? You come with your many bags. We don't know what bag you carry. Right? But today, before we know the bag someone carries, we've already looked at their Instagram and be like, I want this. Oh, I don't want this.
So someone is asking, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said, ask her how she wants men to greet when they sending her a DM. Like how you would
So I
want
must
a man
basically
to...
give men a cheat code.
I try.
I've already done that. I said, say something.
Like.
What do you mean? Hi, okay. I've already said it. Hi, my name is
Zenda. I saw you on this live yesterday, and I like the way you spoke and on the way you speak. You speak so well, and I do like to get to know you better if you're open to that. Does that sound nice?
Yeah, even if you don't go to the last part.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Zenda. I saw you on the live.
Anyways,
I really like how you
go
spoke.
with hi.
No. Flip that script, please. Don't do that. That script must just change for real, for real.
Well, anyways, do you think social media makes normal relationships look boring?
Yes, it does. Actually, there's research on that, for real, where you'll see the algorithm does not put forth boring relationships.
Wow.
Yes, the algorithm on all does not show boring. If I show you the mundane, like, oh, me and my boyfriend are cooking, or me and my husband are sweeping the floor together, it doesn't push it. Not many people will see that. Me and my boyfriend are flying over the Maldives. Ooh, that's there. Me and my boyfriend, that's what the algorithm pushes, and that's to show you that you as a person, you shouldn't be like, don't allow yourself to be a product. Because essentially that's what we do. We are buying what social media, not even a product. You are not the product, right? That's a different conversation because to some extent you are a product. But you are just buying something that you're seeing, right? So much that when it's the Maldives one, like, it's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful, comments great. But the one where someone is sweeping the floor with their whatever, ish, what's that? But those are things that make those are the things that make people fight.
But if we talk about the media, like what we see online, the visuals and everything, I think at some point we would agree that sometimes the village loves are also sweet.
Yeah, oh, yes.
So why do we not talk about, or people not do those ones, but they only want to do the ones of the private jets, the buying of cars, the buying of...
Why do people want to do that?
Yeah. Why do we focus on this luxurious ones and not the other ones that we also find to be entertaining and appealing and also great? Why do we not?
Capitalism. That's the answer. It's capitalism. Because what else? Why else did they sell to us that Africa is poor? We are the richest. I'm not even talking about minerals. Just think. My grandma's house, She grew spinach, maize. I have probably like 5, like mango tree. We had 2 mango trees. We had a guava tree. We had grapes. We had avocados. We had, what is this? Narki? What's a narki? Oh, no, not narki. What is it? Peach. We had peaches. We had guava, right? Like guava.
Yeah.
What do people call guava?
Yeah, it is. That's
No, not guava. Sorry. Granadilla. What do people call granadilla?
Another name?
There's another name. Yeah, anyway. But it's the fruit that inside it has many seeds.
Seeds, yeah.
Yeah. You have that. When you want to cook, just go and you pick the stuff up. And you told you're poor. You who plants your own stuff and you get them from your own soil. Your soil is being used properly. You're not spraying things on it for the stuff to grow. No
artificial
right?
stuff. Yeah.
Back then we would, that's not good. What are people doing today? Oh, I have this little garden. But you've already sold this idea to people who do that's not good enough. That you need to go, and in South Africa would say Woolworths. Go and buy this from Woolies. Woolworths is, I don't think there's a store in Korea that's like on the same standard. But let's just say Home Plus. Don't go to A Mart, go to Home Plus. Basically that's, if I can, but it still doesn't compare.
Yeah.
It doesn't, So, like, organic. They just put a sticker organic. It's not organic. The one that you grew is organic. So it's for those same reasons that you were told that the life that's calm, that's beautiful, that's peaceful is not it. You need this, right? And then now you realize that, oh, wait, the people with the money, they're now actually going to the villages, right? They don't look like villages because it's like, oh, it's a house in the forest. It's an isolated place. It's a peaceful place. It's quiet. The lives are very slow, like in the villages. So it's capitalism. That's why I want to fly. Baby, fly me first class.
Give me my honey.
Yes. And money they always wanted. Our grandparents always wanted the money. Let's not lie.
Honey.
Yeah.
Okay, do people really judge based off what people post on their profile? Like, do they really judge?
Yeah, I think people do. It's very shallow, but people do that. There's a lot of shallow stuff that we do. But if we're talking about relationships and you know what you want, why are you taking the easy route? Like, why is it that you want to look at, oh, okay, hi, I see Zenda's got nice hair. And that's all I'm basing everything off of. I don't know how.
But is that not like you loving me for who I am? If you like a common hair.
No. That's what I'm saying. Why do I only make the decision on that specific thing? The beautiful thing.
Okay.
I don't know what Zenda is like when he's angry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now when we go on dates, people don't actually really talk.
Yeah.
It's like even mentioning the little.
Like.
Let's not.
It's like the food. The
Exactly.
drink. Yeah.
Oh yeah, how was your day?
This restaurant I've always wanted to go to. Yeah, let's just go there.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the way they make their rice. I like the way they make their meat. I like their drinks. We're out on a date and everything is like about the food, the drinks, like.
Yeah. So prior to going on the date, you can say, I want to go to the restaurant because I love the food.
Yeah.
We can't get to the restaurant and you're telling me you like the food. You told me. I know. Now let's talk about the real deal. Food. I know.
Even they ask you to start taking pictures of them, and then tomorrow you're seeing them posting these pictures, and you're not part of the picture. We went to get my sister.
I want to keep your secret. Why don't you want to accept? I don't want people to know. I don't want them to ruin a good thing.
And then tomorrow you come and tell another guy, you see the standards I set myself.
Yes.
But that wasn't you spending your money. But it's your standard. And you're telling him, the other guy, the new guys now are seeing the standard. Like now, you see, this is it. Now the same social media, right? People, okay, let's say I take you out on a date.
Yes.
And maybe a 5-star restaurant, 8-star, 10-star, 100-star restaurant. And then you take pictures. Then you post them. When another guy is looking at your profile and they'll be like, she's classy. This one is expensive. Maybe You don't even care about all of that, right? But now the men looking at you now like scared to even maybe the good guys now who feel like, nah, this one is way above my league. Do you think that is something bad if you like, let's say, if this isn't something you can afford for yourself, but you've been there, maybe someone took you. Is it like bad if you post things like that on your social? Now, posting this thing on your social, like your social media, does it like mean you like living a fake life?
Does it mean you're living a fake life? To some extent, it does. Because you posting that, which gives and sells the idea that that's how you are, right? If you can do it, great. You're not living a fake life. That's stuff that you can afford for yourself, right? But if it's only based off of what other people have done for you, then yes, it is a fake life, right? I think there's a difference between projecting a good life and a good image and completely completely putting stuff out there that, you know, that if we were to say, where are the receipts? You would need to call people to get the receipts. So, yeah, and also I would say to the guys as well that to some extent they too are problematic. Because, you know, it's good to, if I say to you, right, I thank my mom for taking me out. I thank my family, you know, because I'm sure most of you guys have heard this, where your mom will say, I'm doing this so that when a guy does it, it doesn't become glamorous. It's not something that you're like, you know. But guys go there looking for that to be like, okay, this person looks like this, they do this. I'm also going to do this, right? And then they do that. You break your bank, or maybe you don't. And then you're angry. And then you're shouting. We are hearing you make a noise. Women love money.
Yeah.
Women. I beg, Papa, who said you must spend that much when you knew you were not going to be able to maintain that, right? There's like, they're also problematic because they want
intentional. Like maybe just for the first date, I just want to be intentional. I want to come at my do something nice for this girl I like. I just want to be intentional.
Then make it clear.
So I must take you to this 5-star restaurant. I'm telling you, hi, Miss Cocky, I'm only bringing you here today because I just want to be intentional on this first date. This is not my lifestyle. I'll say this.
No. I'm not saying don't be intentional. Be good with your words.
No, I say I'll be intentional, right? But I'm telling you, so you're saying I must tell you this is not something I can afford every day.
I think you should.
Wow.
I really think you should, because why not? I've actually had a guy say that, but not in those exact, to be like, okay, we're going to do this and stuff. And based off the conversations we've had, he did make it clear to say, this is not something that's sustainable every single day. But because of this thing, I really want to do this thing for us.
Okay.
Accepted. I'm not going to, why can't you do this every day? I can't do that for myself every day. And that's one thing my grandmother always said. In Sepedi, right? We say like, leleme la monna le boreledi, which means a man's tongue is directly translated and loosely translated. Like a man's tongue is oily. Like it just slips.
I thought you were speaking in tongue, actually.
Yeah?
I thought we were already in a prayer session. Okay.
Right?
Thank
so
you, Lord.
The reason she was saying that, it's not just about, you know, I guess indirectly you can say that don't just believe words, right? But also maybe directly she's saying don't just believe what a man says, like just like that. You should also watch out for, you know, intentions. But also again, she would also explain that don't just look at intentions and words. Sometimes they fake it for too long, you know. But someone who can speak properly, listen, right? Like if, you know, your grandma's saying these things, she's lived long enough to know, you know. So when she said that, okay, she's explaining and giving you context. Back then they didn't have phones, but men were the same. You know, you didn't have, you weren't able to call Sophie, Sarafina, Koketo, Mbali, and all of that. But you were
But
able
then,
to.
based off this thing that we're talking about, posting a life you are not affording on your own. So, does that mean we should be careful of some of the people we know who we don't even know any job. They don't have a work, no job. All we know is that they have flags of multiple countries on their social media.
They don't have jobs? How do they have flags when they don't have jobs?
You know, when they travel, all you know is that like they're a king and more. Like you just know this guy, he always travels. He just posts things, lifestyles, but there's nothing like a job, nothing like a work. He's always traveling, posting expensive lifestyles. Like, and people find them to be motivators. Oh, this guy inspire me. Do you
How are
think
you
it's
inspired
something
by that?
like it's a lifestyle? Young people are being inspired by these things. They want to fly. They want to fly private jets. They want to like go on those expensive restaurants. They want to like go get those designers. But then we don't see any clips showing what you do for a living. All we see is that you lavish. You driving expensive cars. You live in an expensive mansion. You just spending. Everything is just lifestyle. Do you think it's something we should like really make the younger generation understand that there is more? You should ask more, or should they be inspired by these things? Is it like
Ask
really a
more.
motivation?
How can 1 + 1 be 500? You have to ask questions. Like you can't, the same thing that I was saying earlier on. A man's tongue will just flow and flow and flow. It must flow, but we must see, where is it flowing from? Like, what are you saying? Is your lifestyle and are they incongruent? Like, are they actually in sync? I can't now be saying, oh, yeah, for sure, this person, I think he does this. But I'm not sure, I don't know. If you are someone that I'm going to be looking at, I do want to know, how do you make that money? Right? Because also that's how our countries get duped. That's how our tax money is running out. Slay queens are busy with our ministers. Ministers are busy with our young girls. The young girls do not ask the questions because the young girls also want to experience flying on a jet, private jet, right? So you must ask the questions. Where's this money coming from, right? Because that's how you end up hearing people say, you knew. The fact that, I wouldn't say you knew, yes, but ignorance is not bliss, guys. Like, stop this thing. Ignorance is bliss. So ignorance is bliss when it benefits you. Now, when it's time to take accountability, I don't know. No, sissy.
But based off something you said, you say men lack substance.
I didn't say men lack substance.
Some men lack substance.
Even women.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Now, this is it. So let's say if you find a guy on the gram, like social media, that has this substance, but then you've gone through his profile and you see he posts this lavish life. He's rich, he's wealthy, he's okay, and he also has the substance. Now, you coming into this guy's life, do you have any expectations based off what you've seen?
Expectations of what?
Like him lavishing on you too.
I will have expectations, but for me personally, I don't want to get something that I can't sustain myself. So if you have your I think it's very easy to get attached to someone else's lifestyle, which then I think keeps you prisoner. Because now when I want to go, I can't go.
Yeah, you always need them.
Aibo, who's going to fly me to this place? Who's going to get me this? So now I'm making decisions based off of what I'm getting from this person, because I can't sustain it for myself. And that's not, something that's so good. It's not something that benefits you spiritually, mentally, like all of that. It doesn't help you because you're going to stay even though dying, bruh. Like, I'm in the pits. I'm smiling. You see the makeup, But sometimes, we don't see the glow. Even though you look beautiful, the shimmer is it's shimmering. But when we see you in person, Sissy, you're not shimmering. We don't see the glow, You're staying because this person is sustaining you. You're staying because, and some people will say, I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini than cry in a Toyota. Okay. If that's the cross you want to carry it properly. Yeah. Don't then tomorrow. I didn't, because that's what we do as human beings. I don't know. It's heartbreaking, I think.
Okay, so I have this. Is modern dating harder for men or women, let's say in social media standards, like the expectations and standard? Who do you think it's backfiring more, or who is this like making modern dating more difficult for?
No one.
Really?
It's not like there's no choosing. It's difficult for women, it's difficult for men. Because I can say that, yes, you'll hear us saying that we want men to spend money on us. But also at the same time, men just want to just be having sex with women. Like, so no one is winning really in our dating life today, I feel. So I can't say it's hard, because now it seems like I can't say it's hard for one person, like one gender, because it seems it's more transactional than anything. So that's why I'm like, no one is winning really, because I have to give this. You want me to give this? Now we are fighting. Why do I have to negotiate my body? It's my body. Right? But you feel, but it's my money.
Yeah.
So we are losing.
Then we have another one. He says, should men always pay on the first date? Wow. We're actually trying to keep this to social media, but you're bringing it out in general dating. What do you think? Should we take that?
Should men? Yes.
Okay, we can. All right. Should men always pay on the first date?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think they should?
Okay, let me not say should. Right? Depends on I don't think there's an umbrella answer for everything. For me, yes, you must pay.
Okay.
But I think it also depends on the person that you're going on a date with. Because some people start speaking about their first dates prior to the first date.
Oh.
Yeah, some guys bring it up in the conversation before you actually go on the date, that when we go on a date, you're going to pay, contribute 50%, I'll pay 50%. People say that before. Some people will say, oh, you pay for the first date, I'll pay for the second date.
Oh, okay.
Or you pay for what? I don't know, something.
You pay for food, I'll pay for drink.
Hey, yeah, I think if you're okay with that, go for it. But
okay. That makes sense.
If you're not okay with it, find something that suits you. Because at the end of the day, we can't make standards suit everyone. We are all very different. We don't want the same things. In the same way that we say, I'll cry in a Lamborghini while you cry in a Toyota.
Okay.
The one who's crying in a Toyota has her own standards as well. That might be higher than you who's crying in the Lamborghini. But that's the life that you chose.
So, is posting your partner now seen as proof of love?
Proof of love? No.
Would you post your partner?
Yes. I would post my partner, of course, depending on when in the relationship.
Yeah. Okay, let's say something serious now. You post it.
Something serious? Of course. Why would I not post my partner?
So you don't hide them?
I wouldn't hide my partner, no.
You don't
my
care
mom
about
might
what
advise
people,
me otherwise.
You don't care about what people might want to say? Maybe
About
exes
what?
from the past coming up to tell you things?
Exes, that's great. If your exes are coming out as my partner, and they're telling me stuff that I feel I should, that they feel I should consider, because maybe it almost ruined their lives.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Why wouldn't you want to do that? That works for you, if anything. But I don't think it's proof of love, because I think that's where we get it wrong. Sometimes I think people don't want to post because of the mentality of, once you post, it crumbles. It's really more out of fear than it is out of whatever else.
So what if the partner is saying, oh, they're concerned, they want you to post them, flaunt them? How would you feel?
I should post what I want to post. Why should I flaunt you?
Because they feel like maybe you're hiding them, maybe you're having things going on in your life that you're trying to hide?
If I post you, if there's a picture there on my timeline or whatever we call it today, it will always be there.
So they want you to like always flaunt them on students.
No, I don't flaunt myself. Why am I gonna flaunt you? Like, that's frustrating. I don't do that.
But there are people who actually do things like that. Oh, post me, like, oh, are you hiding me? Is there someone else?
It's manipulation. You're not talking to your partner. You're just saying things out. You projecting your fears.
Oh yeah.
Again, things that you see, those are the hard things in relationships that people don't post about. Maybe let me, if you're being real, let me post. My boyfriend is crying right now because I'm not posting him. So I'm posting him now. Right? So people can actually see that it's hard. Relationships are hard. Relationships are hard work. But today we're being sold it shouldn't be hard. Johnny, how shouldn't it be hard when you were crying for that degree, doing what is it? What do we call when you overnight, but for studying, we call it something else. Yeah, when you're doing that, or even in prayer, when you go to church or you wake up at 3 a.m. to pray, isn't that hard? That's hard. So now why do we want to paint relationships as things that should be easy flowing? They shouldn't be hard. They shouldn't be traumatic. Like someone shouldn't intentionally hurt you. Like, and I mean like physically and stuff like that, even emotionally.
Yeah.
But everything in life that's good, you need to work for it. But our generation believes everything must be roses.
So what if your partner never posted you at all? How would you feel? Like they never?
I would not like that.
Why?
At all?
Yeah. They're not just that social media person that wants to.
Do they have social media?
Yeah.
Who do they post?
Nothing.
They post nothing?
They just post like memes and stuff.
They don't have like pictures of themselves on their
profile?
profile?
They have, but like just on their timeline, like, just the... like
status messages?
Like on Instagram, the highlights, yeah.
I must be in those highlights. One of them, if not dedicated to me, I must be in one of them.
Because I've been in that situation actually. Where I was like with my partner, I never posted her. And she had to like, the day I posted, I had to even give her my phone, like, choose and post which one you want.
That's not okay. Choose and post.
Like, I wasn't even concerned about it. And so it doesn't look like I'm hiding or there's something.
But if you say choose and post,
like she should choose the picture she
then
wants.
It's
Write
like
the
you
caption.
Don't want to.
Post. I wasn't ready to. I wasn't even thinking about posting.
So technically, you didn't post. She posted.
She posted. Yeah.
Again, things the world don't see. Sender posted. When you don't want to post.
But like this is it for me. I wasn't posting because I was hiding a thing.
Why didn't you post?
Because I wasn't just feeling it, or I wasn't just not. It's not just something I was interested to do, or it's not something. The relationship was healthy, it's fine, I was happy. That was all that mattered to me. Not about external validations.
Is it validation or is it... Because remember, we come from different places.
Okay.
Right? Let's not even talk about countries. Just even within a country, your home is different from my home.
Yeah, 100%.
So you might be raised a certain way, I might be raised a certain way. So that's why I think I always shy away from just labeling things. Like the person is seeking validation. Maybe not. Maybe that's how she understands love.
No, I'm saying I wasn't seeking like that. I was fine with my relationship. It's healthy. And that was all that mattered to me.
Yeah, but that mattered to her.
Yeah.
Right? And the why is what's important.
I mean, I gave her the phone.
You didn't post it. She posted it on your behalf.
But that's the most important thing, I think, probably, which I'm not sure, might be like, oh, you're hiding me. Is there someone else?
That's a valid question.
Yeah. So, which means if that is what she needed to know, the posting was all she needed, be it me posting or her. So, like,
it shouldn't be hard.
I wasn't hiding anything, so, yeah. So, if that is what you wanted. So, you said you wouldn't be comfortable if your partner didn't post you?
Yes. If my partner doesn't post anything, it wouldn't bother me. You don't post anything, you just post memes or whatever. That's what your social... There's nothing on your profile there.
What if they had before and then when you came, they stopped?
They had stopped. I would need to know why they stopped.
They outgrew it.
But you still have the account.
Yeah, and the old pictures are still there, but not new ones. And then every day you wake up in the morning, you see your friends flaunting their man and their man flaunting them.
I think, sometimes I won't like it. That's not going to change.
So
right?
what if this man flaunts you offline, but just not online?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I won't like it, but understanding why he's not doing it also works, like, for the relationship, because I'm not the only one in the relationship.
Yeah.
He's there too.
Yeah.
If I want to post him, that's on me.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Because I'm the one that's choosing to do that. If we go everywhere, people in our circles know us. I know this person is not hiding me. But yeah, if I have to base it off of things like, you're not posting me, you're hiding me, but we are going everywhere, I'm being unrealistic. Because what do you mean?
Yeah.
You're always with this person. Everyone knows koketso. But
really, I think social media has done a lot for us when it comes to like expecting. I just thought about something now. As a Nigerian, when I go on dates and when I speak, people be like, no, you're not a Nigerian. There's no way you're a Nigerian.
Why?
Because they expect me to be the odogu, the money spender, the baller in the club. Yes. Then when they come in the real life, like after they've consumed all that on the media, and now they come to meet this odogu, and this one is not reckless with money now. There's no way you're Nigerian. Because they have consumed a lot. Now the media has let them know, like, there's this the main movie that made people start saying this Odogu Parara lately, where this guy was spoiling this guy. Did you watch the movie?
Who made the movie?
I don't even know. I forgot. So this guy basically he proposed, I think immediately he saw her, he was like, Achalugo, I'm going to marry you. Then the next thing he was like sending gifts. Even when the lady's boss was trying to like fire her and stuff like that, he bought the building, bought cars, bought houses, like buying, spending. Now, people out there are now seeing the Igbo tribes, the Odogus, like as the Odogus, the money spenders, the one that like lavish, the ones that when they give birth to you, they give you a bank that you spend from. How do you see one Odogu and now everyone from that tribe is now an Odogu?
It's the same thing that South African women can say. You meet a guy because you're South African, they're already expecting you to have sex with them. Those are things that we all have in.
Now I see, we're all going through the most, like
we are all going through because you get there, you're South African, like so much that it's annoying. Oh, you saw that? Oh, I love thick women. Get away from my bumble. What do you mean? Why can't? Yeah, because you don't know how to speak. And for the fact that you're already starting with speaking that way.
Yeah. But it works for them there, I believe, with some other
people. Yeah, it's
people.
like, you just thought like that. And you expect me to take it because, you're from South Africa, so you should be. I've always been like this. If you want to know me, get to know me. Don't use tags from where the things that you've heard about people that come from where I come from.
Really is that this thing works for these people. Like seeing me now, you're expecting me to start like sending you money, booking private jets for you. Probably it has worked for them. That's why when they come out now, they come out playing like, oh, I expect this. I expect because you see these things on the media, like you see these things happening. I'm not the person go meet that go look for the person's account, be with them. Don't come comparing me to something you consume, something you watch online. Now I must act like this unknown person because they were doing this for a relationship or marriage we are not even sure is still existing right now. Now the bare minimum I'm doing for you, the things I could afford, the things I could literally do without stress, you no longer find them to be something because you expected more. You've watched them calling Nigerians or Igbos Odogu, and now I must turn and I'm Odogu in the name of Jesus, but not the one you're pressuring me to be. I'll be Odogu in my lane. I'll be Odogu in my grade. I'll be Odogu in my class. I won't break your bank. I won't spend everything I have just to prove that I'm from a tribe, that you've consumed the video of them on the internet. Then I must try to prove to you that I'm from there. Oh, you're Igbo. Wow. I love Igbo, man. You Odogu. Do you know how many times I've heard Odogu?
Really?
Only because I said I'm Igbo, then you hear Odogu. Then Odogu with Odogu what? When you were watching the Odogu videos, did you see me carrying the camera, holding the camera or the mic? Was I there with him? Was I there?
Yes, you were there. You are Igbo. You must Odogu. You must Odogu.
Now they watch these things now. They expect any Igbo, any man or any guy from the Igbo tribe to now be this person. Now when you're not, then you're stingy. I met this stingy Igbo man. He's very stingy. Because you watch something on the internet and I must be that thing you consumed. Nah, we doomed.
So technically we are having relationships with people from our past, with new people. Because no, for real, because what do you mean a person is just like, the things we see in dating. This is why I don't want men in my house, because men will embarrass you.
Lord of God.
A person just, because you can't trust, like, okay, a person, you're doing so much. As you're talking about this man who's doing a lot, I'm like, what's wrong with him? There's nothing wrong with doing good things for your partner, doing all those things. But for me, honestly, why are you doing that? What are you, like?
It's being intentional. You guys like intentional men.
That's not intentional.
No. So him taking out time to go look for a house, a building, pay, and
taking out time?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not sending people to do all of those stuff.
Even if he's sending people, isn't that still him working to get you something good? That's still his money working for him. Basically, his sweat now turned into finances, which is money.
Maybe that's where I'll be problematic, because I would want to know still why. I wouldn't really just title it being intentional.
Okay.
I'd want to know, like, okay, but what's the purpose of you doing this? Right? Like, I don't know. I always feel like there's a catch. What's the catch? Like, why are you wanting to buy a book? You just met me.
Have you ever heard people talking about Nigerian weddings?
Oh, of course. Oh, Batong. And the Ashwebi. The many.
Now you see. And now you can watch this. You know how people really pressure their partners to spend on weddings and not even focus on their marriage?
That's most people, though. Not just...
Yeah.
People do that. We are excited about the wedding. We're not ready for the marriage.
Yeah. Now, you watch all those things, how they were spraying money. It's nice. Yeah. Spending, everyone is eating, the VIP sessions and everything. Now, you find a man you love. You're not planning a future. All you want a loud wedding.
What do you mean you're not planning a future? As in, like, you've not thought about it yet?
No. Like, you're not even thinking, if we are spending this amount on this wedding, after the wedding, what's our life like? Is this this finances we're about to take out for this wedding, is it wise? Is it a good financial move? Or are we supposed to do it like this or do it like... But because you've watched this thing and you've had it in your head, you've fantasized it, you've romanticized it, they're all there in your head. And you've said to yourself... must
spend money.
Thank you. You've already said to yourself, even before you found the Odogu, that this is the kind of wedding I want.
But now, you do have women who think about other stuff, Senda.
No, I'm not saying all women. I'm saying people. I'm talking about what people consume. And when some of them consume these things now, this is how they think. Definitely not everyone. There's no way everyone thinks like that. Do you?
No.
Okay. One person is out now, right?
No, but I think no, it's not just me. Right. This is where I have to brag about South African women and stuff. Because that's something, from a very young age, I've always said to my mom, I don't want a big wedding. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I just want 20 people. She's like, who's not going to be invited? Nah, talking. And it was stressing her, even though I was really young. Because it's not getting married anytime soon. Why are you stressing about this? But it was to get that thing out, because you see the reality of things where you hear, okay, someone took a loan to get married, someone did this to do this. You're doing all these things to feed people, to show this whatever. But your union, there's nothing. It's different if you've already invested in what will become the union. Like some people do marriage counseling before, right? Like hectically, not even like a little. Whether you do it through your church, through the counsel at your church, or you actually go to a professional, they're doing it. They're spending more money there than on the wedding, right? So now in South Africa, I've seen so many like women just wanting to, okay, let's go and sign. You paid lobola. You've honored my family. That's,
the right bride price.
You've done what you've needed to do for both our families, for you to be respected as my husband and for me to be respected as your wife. So we're going to sign and we're going to have a luncheon. If you're able to do all of that, do it by all means. If you feel, for me, I'll spend money on my honeymoon. I would rather do that than actually just have.
Okay, let's say if a guy takes you out on a date, expensive date, right?
Yes.
Spends on you, buys you gift, and then let's say after 2-3 dates, it doesn't work out. Then another guy comes in the picture, saw what you posted, and then he did the same thing. Then the third, the fifth. Would you ever still be comfortable to go out with a guy that takes you to a corner side restaurant?
I've never posted my dates, but for me, yes. Like where we choose to go, that's where we're going. Like nothing should be an umbrella thing, guys. You speak to a person, you find your likes. The only thing that's always my standard, meat. I love meat. So don't take me to a place where I will not eat meat. Simple.
Are we good?
Yeah, I want meat. Whether they are making the meat, they say it's whatever, it's 1 million as you wanted, or it's whatever. I just want meat. Give me meat.
No, honestly, like for real, like we just need to accept that there are a lot we don't see out there. In between the lines, in between the private jets, there was a cry, there was an argument.
There was a slap. No, for real. There was a slap as well. Put it in there. There was the things that we seeing Epstein files and whatever. People are, and we still want without, like, it's okay to want these things.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people shouldn't want good things, but whatever good it is that you want it also knowing that you too can do it for yourself.
Yeah.
I think there's more pride in you being able to do it for yourself as well. When I'm saying to a guy, this is the standard that I want, this is where you will keep me, it should be based off of the fact that I know that this is, you're not going to downgrade me. And by saying, I'm not saying that in a demeaning way. I don't want this thing of, because some guys do that, to say, oh, but I take the bus all the time. When you found me, I was taking taxis. Leave me in my taxis. Don't now be saying, I'm too much. You knew I take taxis. Now you want me to be on a bus because I must perform being wife-like for you. And being wife-like for you means doing things that I don't want to do. I've always done things that made me comfortable. I'm going to continue doing that. If yes, okay, I need to take a bus because maybe I'm like, that place is too far. Or the subway or whatever, sure. But don't let it be a thing of you trying to bring me into your life to change everything about my life by making me come to your...
Change.
Yes, change. Because there's a difference between you adjusting a person's... Yeah, because we all do adjust, right? We all have to adjust, right? But some people intentionally want you to be like, oh, no, she must go on a taxi. I go on a taxi, must. And then when I say a taxi, I mean like, what do you guys call a tuk-tuk? Not
yeah.
Because now I'm speaking in South African context. Yeah. Instead of me saying, I know I'm gonna go on an Uber. Like that's what I use Ubers. So now you want me to take a taxi. I must walk to a place, go stand in the thingy. No shame to people who do that, right? But understand that let people be where they are. It's not ridiculous for me to be at that point. right? To say, I want to do 1, 2, 3. At some point, maybe you can say, okay, I see that this is where you are. This is the standard that you want. This is, if I can't do it for you, let me go. Yes, sir. Right? If what I as a woman also do and it's not on par with what you want, let me go. Like it shouldn't be that hard. The problem comes when you wanted something so bad that now you're calling people names because someone refused to go off a boundary that, maybe I'm like, oh, I don't want to eat egusi because egusi reminds me of poverty. Am I saying people who eat egusi are poor? No. Maybe it has a bad, thingy in my family at that point when we ate we ate egusi only when my father didn't have money. Not really because, it was food that we enjoyed because the memory as well.
Yeah.
So now we don't always articulate these things properly because they come from an attachment. So already as it is, you're like, someone not wanting to eat lasagna, right? In South Africa, a person will be like, oh, but lasagna is good food. I'm making lasagna. Maybe this person doesn't want to eat lasagna because when I ate lasagna, that's the day that my dad beat my mom up or whatever. Yeah. People attach things to things. It may look minute to you, but it's very big to them. Hence, I'm saying get to know people. Don't just look at one part and be like, this profile looks good. Let me go with this person. Understand and again, for the men, because men are very problematic when it comes to this. Very. I'll roll my tongue for that. Because you see something and you're like, this one. I want this. I want this. I want this. I will do. All that just to get in someone's pants. All that work. And then tomorrow when we say men are shallow, we are the problem. Tomorrow when you say hi and I'm like, do you have 500 won? Okay. 500,000 won, give me. You say I'm a problem. I'm also responding to how society has dealt with me. Yeah. At the end of the day, we are talking based off what we've been dealt with, the cards we've been dealt with. It's not always a thing of, people are just saying it because they just want to be problematic or whatever. No. That one girl that you wanted to use for you to remove the salt from your body is now doing that to all the other men. Yeah. That man that you were like, I'm going to take this person to this date and abandon after that, he's now going around doing all these things.
I think that takes us to the point where we should be careful. Even the people we call like maybe relationship counselors, or what do they call them on the internet again?
Everyone is a relationship counselor. Even I myself today can say I'm a relationship counselor. That's no, for real. Because what do you mean?
People can be hurt and then they're coming to speak from a place of pain and then you're saying, oh, I love that. This person is speaking from pain. So what do you have to say about, you watch these people on the internet, I bet. So how are you able to navigate or tell who the ones you're supposed to listen to and watch their videos and the one that you're like, this is coming from a bitter soul or this is coming from a shattered heart? How are you able to tell someone that is like speaking from a place of peace and truth and someone that is speaking from a place of hurt and shattered soul? It's shattered soul.
I think it's not easy, like especially on social media, because I could be crying tears here. Maybe I'm good.
And our device listens to us, and also now it looks like they spy on our souls and our mind to know what we need at that point.
Yes, like I could batong send that in 1, 2, 3. I'm not saying this is what happened. When I went to Zanda's place, he just touched my boobs, or he did 1, 2, 3. I can't believe I couldn't say, and then I'm crying. You will believe me, I'm crying. Right? So what I always say is, yes, empathize with people, right? Hear people, hear what they're saying, take what you can based off of the life that you live. If there's nothing to take, it's okay. You don't always have to learn. Like, that's also the problem. You see one thing, the person is not telling you the full context. That's why I said earlier, there's no perfect victim. You're only saying that one part about a certain thing. Right? When I speak about how I broke off my engagement, I'm speaking from my perspective.
Yeah.
not telling you what my ex-fiance was going through in his head, in his mind. I don't know really in his head, deep in his head, or why he made the decisions that he made. So when you listen to what I'm saying, know that it's my experience. It doesn't mean it's everyone's experience or it has to be everyone's experience.
Yeah.
No, right? And if I say something that I'm saying, learn from it, is this something that's going to work for you? That's what you have to ask yourself. Not, oh, you're hearing, oh, I'm going to take this. Because that's basically what we do today. Like, oh, okay. You didn't let me finish my point when I ended the last time. When I spoke about the door, I'm going back to it now. Yeah. Right? When my dad said, oh no, he was telling a story to say, the woman next door, so on the other side, the husband, every day they go to work, he opens the door every single day without fail. She starts complaining. You don't open the door for me. Can you see? This one's He's always opening the door for her, right? This man being like, hey, no, my wife is always complaining about this. Let me ask this guy how he does it without fail. He goes and he asks. And the guy's like, hi, I don't like opening the door. The door's broken. That's why I open it every time. She cannot open the door.
The reason he opens the door is because the woman can't open it by herself because it's
broken. It doesn't look broken.
Not because he likes opening it.
No, he hates opening. But he's doing that because the door, so you won't see the hate because in his head, it's not that he's doing something that like he's not doing it on a functioning door. If he had to choose, if the door worked, he would not do it. But the door does not work. So he has to open it for her. That's why he's doing it without fail. Right? So that's basically us now going a step forward, or whether you pray, whether it's discernment or whatever, don't just look at something and say, do you see? Do you see? Maybe what you're seeing is not actually what you're seeing. Most of the times, what you see is not what you see.
Even what you see, that's just what you say. Yeah. What you see can be deceiving.
Yes, because what are you seeing? And already, as we know, I'm not a psychologist, right? But I've seen and read, or even in documentaries where people will tell you that your brain makes your eyes see what it's used to or what it wants and desires to see, right? Now you see a tap with the paper. The person takes a scissor, cuts it. But before, you were actually seeing water flow. You were not seeing the paper. When they cut that thing, it takes a second to, oh wait, that's not water. But why did your brain make you think that was water? It's because you used to water coming out from the tap. So now, what are you seeing? Water coming out from the tap. When the person cuts it, you're like, oh, wait. And that's what we have to do. Oh, wait. Like, is this actually what I'm really seeing? Like, think about it. That's why, whether you pray or whatever, God didn't just put us on this earth to just walk on our own. That's why you have the Holy Spirit. Whatever it is that you believe in, that's why you have that, right? I may see a guy who's really good. That's why I said to you earlier that I would be a little scared if someone was buying all of those things because I would wonder what's behind that, right? Like, what is it that's making this person want to do all these things, right? And if it's good, great. I'll say, thank you, Lord. He's doing it from a genuine heart. But you should, like, the Bible also says, I'm not preaching, but the Bible also says every spirit must be tested. Test. Why are you not testing it? And that's where we go wrong. And then we want to blame, but we didn't do our part. Did I actually see, Lord, we hate being tested, but every spirit must be tested. Like, how can I know for sure this is it if this thing was never really tested? In the same way that man who's the Odogu, who's buying all those buildings, if his money goes away, he will want to see, is this woman going to stay? That's a test for her.
Actually, he once tested her and it almost went south, but yeah.
So you see, like, it's stuff like that, right? Of course, we're not saying intentionally test people. Life actually does that every single day. But we always want these huge, gestures to be like, yeah, no, I know he's going to do 1, 2, 3. Maybe he knew that by you doing that, you were testing him.
Okay, but let's say now, if you're to go through a guy's profile and you're seeing his Odogu, I assume, as cars, nice house, the chains and everything. And then you're going out with this guy, he doesn't have this cars anymore and he doesn't have all of that. He's telling you, oh, that was before. I had an issue 6 months ago. I'm trying to get my life back together. Like, how would you feel?
I would ask again the thing that I said to you earlier to say, maybe that's why I'm single. If I think the reason I'm going for this one is because of the cars, I already have it wrong. I've missed the line. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
And that's not to say I'm perfect. That's me holding myself accountable, right? To say, ultimately, I do believe God sees my heart, right? And I know the partner that's waiting for me is going to be for me because, and that's not to say that you should always do certain things hoping for whatever. Even if God never uses that to say you'll get this partner, I know that I was true to myself and the standards that I set for myself at the end of the day. So whether I lose or win, I know I was true to myself, right? So in the case that maybe I am going to that guy because he had cars, I would ask him why he didn't remove it from his profile. Or why he didn't start like showing the real things that are happening.
Now. But that was him. It was still himself.
No, I mean like what is happening now? Your life has changed.
Okay, why are you not updating also? Update us. Let us know.
But social media does not do that.
They don't do it.
I will not update people on my suffering. Are you crazy? When you do, it's like, there she goes again. When you start saying, people are like, girl, cry alone. Cry alone. But this is the space that we are always in. Why mustn't I cry with you? You were there to see all the good things. Why don't you want to see this part? See the ugly as well. Learn from the ugly. People actually learn more from people being real than otherwise. But the sad part is we all want to grab this, this illusion that we never second guess ourselves when grabbing it. We want it. And because we want it, we're like, this is what I want. So when someone actually shows you something that's real, you frown upon it because, hey, Zendaya started. He's talking about his uncles. Your uncles hurt you. Okay, leave it. Move on. No, but here, like, stay on there. Stay on that path.
I just thought of something. Like, because sometimes you come through, like, some platforms online, you see where men talk of how they use women. Have multiple women, bro. Do this to women, do that to women. That was make you a man. You do this. That the real man. I should follow them.
You shouldn't.
Then you follow the account. Every day, once you get a notification, they're on live. You're going there to listen to. These people
nonsense.
Might be damaged people.
Yes. Or they might not be, but that's the business that they push.
Yeah, and it's getting them the attention they want.
Yes, it's getting the same way that Toni Braxton. If you think about Toni Braxton, when do you want to listen to Toni Braxton? When you're heartbroken. Why? Because Toni Braxton, her music sold heartbreak, like recovering from heartbreak. Yeah. That's what it sold. Must she stop recording songs about heartbreak? No, that's part of life. In the same way that you'll hear people say, oh, why does this pastor have a club? You're doing the opposite of what God is saying. You are 1, 2, 3, but pastor must provide for his children. So what are you saying? Yes, we can say a lot about it to say, oh, but people will do 1, 2, 3 when they're influenced by wada, and then you go on the pulpit and you preach about something else. But it's like, okay, so if I'm preaching on the pulpit, and as I'm here on the pulpit, the only thing that I'm waiting for is your money when you give. Next thing you know, hey, they always want us to give. I'm doing something for myself. Or I found myself in this, there are always nuances in life, right? He might actually still be doing that, but at the end of the day, people will say, oh, you've destroyed lives. No. Same way as social media. Are you going to stop social media or kill social media because you're like, it's destroying lives because of the things that people see on their know?
Well, do you think if we are to like take away social media today, right now, that relationships will do better?
I think relationships would do better to a certain extent. Everything is in the same way that we said earlier. when you see that couple in your neighborhood.
But then it limits it. It might be just 1-2 couples. But now today
Yeah,
we
it's
see
1-2
thousands,
couples.
hundreds.
Yeah, so obviously this one is way, 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 way above like what your brain needs, right? But unfortunately, the dopamine that gets created in your body when you see those 2 couples and when you see multiple, it's the same. The other one becomes an addiction. You always want that dopamine, whatever kick. But seeing the 2, I believe it will still get you where you need to get to. It really will, because if you are so hooked on that, even if you don't see it it's not in your face, it's in your head, right? Like you'll even hear people saying, for example, today we'll hear people saying they are virgins, but they are not virgins simply because...
Are you a virgin?
And I listen first. Simply because you've not had...
The way you dismiss that question.
Zenda, stay on the point.
That's still part of the point.
No, you're distracting me.
Okay. Let's get back on track.
So, you're saying that, oh, this person is a virgin, right? I'm a virgin. You're a virgin physically. Mentally, you're not.
Okay.
You've watched pornographic videos. You've masturbated. You've done all of that. You haven't had penetration.
Yeah.
Yes.
But mentally.
You're not a virgin, right? A guy who's always, you've been masturbating. You've been doing all of that. You've just not actually had the real thing, but you've had the almost what got you there. So we can't really say that,
So we can also agree that social media promotes like cheating.
Social media, how does it promote cheating?
Now you have access. Like now if I'm posting this sweet lives, this whatever life that people are used to, then even if some of these people know maybe I'm in a relationship, right? But they've never been treated like this. Now just the thought of like being treated like this, they want to try it, even if they know they can't have you. Now you slide into their DMs. Now this is the kind of guy I want. Maybe with an expectation of, oh, maybe he can even leave this woman for me or leave this man for me. Don't you think it does?
I wouldn't say it creates it. I'd say it amplifies it because it was always there. Right?
Have you been there before?
Where?
Did you remember something?
No. The grandmas, the old, in our neighborhoods when you're growing up and stuff, this woman doesn't have a man, but this woman has kids. She keeps having kids, and they'll say, hey, we are sharing. They might not, even people who say, oh, my parents never did this, baby girl, baby boy. Maybe your parents never did it to your face.
Yeah.
They did it. Like, there's certain things that don't need to be said to you. As an adult, if you're thinking rationally, you can say there's a possibility that my mom has done that. There's a possibility that my dad has done that. I cannot take it away from them completely.
Yeah.
So it amplifies it. I think that existed back then. The only difference is today, you don't need that much effort. Back then, I needed to, is Mrs. Sibanyoni sleeping or is she awake? I now need to, I know when she comes from work, the school that she comes from, this is the turn that she's going to take. I must make sure I'm right there when she turns. Now, that's all you need to do. So it amplified it because you don't actually really need to put in as much effort. So I can't say it created it. It was there. There's nothing new under the sun. It was always there.
The problem is, like you said, we don't even you already, we don't even know the right people to listen to when it comes to all of this relationship stuff. So which means that's another problem.
I take what I can. Everything you must take with a pinch of salt, right? You can't just fully take something. Hence I say, yes, I can hear your story. I'll listen to your story, but I'm not actually going to take everything from... If I were to do that, I'd go crazy. Because so many people, hey girl, if he does this, you better 1, 2, 3. If a man does this, because that's how it goes in our world. If a woman does this, but does your woman do that? Or your man do that? really in that context exactly that same way. Because we can all be like, I can say, oh man, stop it, right? But then the relationship advisor or counselor says, if a man says, oh man, stop it, girl, 1, 2, 3. Okay, context now. That's where it's important. This one who's saying this, what was happening? My girlfriend, my man likes to say that. That's just, how they are. And when they say it, it's not when things are heated. They're saying it playfully. Nah, manje, I'm having a problem. Baby, stop saying, oh man. Whatever it is that you say. So context is always important, I think. The problem is we just take. You take. It's like gluttony only for information.
Do you think there are relationships like out there on the media right now that are just like for content? Like two people just agree to be like, oh, let's create content and claim to be in a relationship just to get people's attentions, views, and all of that.
I think such things exist.
And they are not the real relationships.
Yes. I think there was also a girl on, I forgot the show, where they looked so good that they started, doing that. I mean, eventually they did date, but like they had been doing that for maybe a year or two of just, and then they started liking each other for real and then dated, but then broke up. But then like, you should still count the fact that you started just for content. And then you're like, okay, let's do it. I think there are people like that. I just don't. That's why sometimes it's hard to believe what.
All of those.
Like what you see.
I keep saying we are doomed, but it seems like we are not.
We are not doomed. Like, we are not doomed.
The expectations just keep going high. Like now there are ways you expect a woman to treat you, a way a guy should treat you because of the things you've consumed. Now there's this picture of how a relationship is supposed to look like in your head. You're no longer thinking about your mother, your father, the way they were able to survive, the struggles they passed through to be able to like make it to this stage. There's always storms. They don't talk about the storms. They don't talk about the fights. They don't talk about the breakups, the makeups. All they talk about is the Lambo, the gifts, the breakfast in bed and everything. Like, are you trying to tell me this relationship doesn't have downs, it's always ups? Like,
that's why Jesus is coming. That's why Jesus is coming. Because, what do you mean? That's exactly what we've been saying. Because why? You yourself have conflict within yourself.
Yeah.
How can it be that a relationship doesn't? That's delusion.
The place where it gets bad is because now you comparing yours. Now, I had a fight with this guy yesterday. And then let's even say I'm having a fight with my partner. Coming online, I'm seeing these couples I follow. They're out there smiling, laughing, like jumping on top of each other, throwing pillows. I'm fighting with my partner. Then tomorrow again, a new fight, something else. I come out again. These people might have recorded these things like days, weeks, just cutting them now. Months now, they're just posting them. They just take pictures of places they've been. Maybe in that moment, they are all on a process of divorce, but they're posting for you like things you really want to see. And now you're judging your genuine, your pure, like your divine relationship with something someone else is just posting because you want to be like someone else and not yourself. We need help.
We do. It's good to recognize when you need help.
But anyways.
I told you already, my partner has not found me.
You don't want to find them. What if they've been looking for you and you've been going to other corners and all of that? You used to stay in China or live in China, right? What if they were like started going to China to look for you and you left China now and then went to Korea?
No, what's mine is mine.
But you're moving everywhere. How do they find?
Yeah, but what's that perfect moment? Not even the perfect moment. That you'll find me.
What are things you can never take from a man?
What are things I can
never negotiate with a man?
Is this about me now?
Let's talk a little about it.
Nah. I'm not prepared for this part. About me. What are my non-negotiables?
Yeah, just little. Don't go deep.
A hard-headed man. That's a non-negotiable. I'm like this. Okay, sir. Remain like that. That's more than enough information.
Would you ever take a guy on a date?
Would I ever take a guy on a date?
Yeah.
Which date is it?
A dates.
Third date?
I don't
fourth
know.
Date,
Any
fifth
date.
Just I will take my partner on a date. Yes.
Okay, so if you guys are still like dating, like
no,
you wouldn't.
No.
Why?
Why should I?
Who made the rules that it must be the man?
The Bible.
Show me where in the Bible.
You, as a man, you caught the woman.
Okay.
Do you want me to pull up the receipt?
Okay, it's fine.
Where's my phone? It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. No, it's okay. Because one thing I know is like the Bible was talking about wives, but anyways, yeah, it's fine. You.
Nah, the Bible was talking about wives. Yeah, it was talking about wives. But even when you caught, we know how long it took the men that were looking for wives to. They're the ones that had to do the work, right? So.
You're South African.
Which one?
You're South African, right?
Yes.
With a Nigerian dad.
No, my biological dad is Pedi. South African.
Oh.
I'm biologically everything South African. I was partly raised by Baba Christopher. He's Nigerian.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I see the nice Niger blood in you.
Is it blood now? How is it blood?
It's family, so we call it. Yeah, it's all the same.
Guys, I'm gonna put on my lipstick.
Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah.
If we are to go back to say, a woman's place is in the kitchen, then you as the man bring the money, because that's the original.
So which means you are willing to cook a new meal every day, or let's say I want 3 different meals a day and I give you the money. We good?
3 meals every day?
Bam.
3 meals every day?
Yeah.
You mean what kind of meal?
3 foods. Like, I don't know. Maybe I want a egusi in the morning. I want pounded yam in the afternoon. Maybe I want jollof rice in the evening.
That's great.
Once I'm giving you the... Am I not giving...
Egusi and pounded yam in the morning.
Is it your pounded yam?
Yes, because I'm making it.
It's my pounded yam.
Yes,
that I'm choosing what I want, right? Because I'm giving you the money. I'll give you.
Okay, what money are you giving me?
You tell me now.
Money for the
you
things
yourself, you're like the food yourself, everything, like spoiling you.
You giving me the money? You
to
giving
spoil
me
you?
I think it's tempting.
Okay.
Very tempting, because I glitched right there.
But think about it, just 3 foods a day.
It's tempting, but what am I doing? I would want to still be doing something, because at the end of the day, even as much as I love to be in the kitchen and I love to do such things, I also have a purpose to live.
Okay.
Through, to live out. I still want to be able to do those things.
So not for making money now, but just for your gift, like to use your gift. For me,
yes. If it makes money, thank God. But
I'm already giving you the money.
Yeah, but if what I'm doing, that I'm doing out of love, gives me money, great. But I'd still want to be doing those things.
Is there an ex you might still accept back in your life if they had to come back right now?
Is there an ex I would still accept in my life?
Yeah.
Sarkodie. Why are you laughing?
Sarkodie,
No, that's my ex's my ex's name. I know every time I say Sarkodie, people are always thinking about
okay.
People are always thinking about
the musician.
Yeah.
The rapper, yeah.
Damn, I'm like, what do you mean? I didn't even know until, I'm like, what? Sarkodie is that one person.
Well, Sarkodie, is that like a South African name?
No, he's Ghanaian.
Oh, nice.
Sarkodie.
So now Sarkodie, is...
No. Like, if it were a thing, right, where the both of us are like, okay, yeah. Because I think things ended amicably.
Okay.
And things ended, how do I even say it? Just as I was about to go to Ghana, like him taking me to Ghana to go see his family and stuff. And when it was also COVID time, I just left China. he had left China before me so that I could join him.
Okay.
Right? But then at that time, everything, he wasn't gonna be able to come back to China also. And at that time, I was leaving China. So everything was planned out properly for that time, right? And when I went back home, I don't like long distance. He doesn't like long distance, right? Oh, Lord knows we tried. Oh, Batong, like, I came to Korea at some point. He was thinking, okay, maybe I should. Like, even some of our friends, like Godwin, right? Godwin would be like, oh, Mr. Kalu, my friend. Godwin would be like, Sakodi is the one, And I'm like, oh, Godwin. Sometimes things just don't work. Just like, not because something bad happened, because that's the person that even when I was home, right? And I'll be like, oh, there's 1, 2, 3 that's happening. I need this. Sakoria will make it a point from wherever he is in the world to make that thing happen, right? Not because he knew there was a possibility he would never see me again. But he still did it because that's the person that loved me and I loved him. There was no, it was just a thing of, oh, my ex-girlfriend needs 1, 2, 3 or whatever. And he did that.
You met him through social media?
No, we met in China on Bumble.
You really love Bumble.
We met but that's the only other way you can actually really meet foreigners. Because I was in Wuxi. Wuxi doesn't have, China's big.
Yeah,
China's huge.
I've actually been on a flight for 6 hours in China. I had a transit. Like my entire flight time I was traveling from Shenyang to Chengdu. We had a transit. I forgot the city. It went, I think, 1 hour or 2. Then flying, like it was like 2 hours 30 minutes, 2 hours 30 minutes, and then an hour distant transit. China is very big.
China's huge. So yeah, I was like, when am I gonna see, the most gentlest man? That's the only time I said, Lord, you brought COVID. At this time, you brought this thing. Because, oh my gosh, if someone were to come to me and tell me Sakodia did, it would be very hard for me to believe them. Even as an ex, to be like, he did what? Not him.
Well, how would you have told your children you met their father if you guys had?
I told them we met on Bumble.
No romantic story.
So the romantic story came after that. Because
so dry. You didn't even meet him when maybe you fell and he grabbed you, like, you something.
The fairy tale,
the
social media that we are.
I swiped on this man.
I swiped on him,
and
my
he
daughter,
swiped back.
And he swiped.
Aish.
No, he swiped and I swiped.
Very
because we literally
story.
matched as I swiped. And
very boring story.
So sweet. It was amazing. Like, he was in Shanghai, I was in Wuxi. I think the bullet train was less than an hour, maybe like
nice.
35 or 40 minutes. Yeah, not KTX. I love KTX. Slow.
Yeah.
Compared to the trains in China, it's like, but I understand it's too small to be flying.
Yeah.
You're going to miss all the stops. But yeah, the meetup was great. I'm like, this man respects women. Like, there was no weirdness. Like, there was no, hey, the things that people do today, you're like, Lord. Even talking to his mom, everything. It's just like.
How are you able to compare between all the list of guys to finally say it's this one guy?
How I can compensate Sakoria?
Like, no, I mean, from the list of the guys that swiped, now is this one guy I want to reply to when you have too many swipes.
No, but that's why I say, because it does get overwhelming, right? To be, right? Hence I said, I like Bumble. Because
you can, like, you choose.
I control the speed of things. I'm not just getting bam messages where people are, it's exhausting. I'm already not very good at chatting. So, yeah.
Right.
So, yes.
I'll release you.
You'll release me? Release me!
Anyways, being the first one, I think we did great. I wouldn't lie. Yeah.
Of course. Koketo.
And that's you. Like, that's the power of Koki. I could tell, like, speaking with you is always like, conversations are just very free.
Don't expose yourself, sit down.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I agree. Well, yeah. Thanks for honoring the invitation.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for
as the first, guys.
Yeah, and yeah, you have your goosey by the way, and
What?
you have your goosey.
Oh yeah, that was the only request I had.